So as a disclaimer, before I actually start this video, I just want to make it clear that this video is by no means a flex. The only reason that I'm making this video is because I just wanted to show you guys absolutely everything that I've got from absolutely nothing, and why content is so special. I want to get you guys inspired. I want you guys to see that even if I can do it, anybody can do it. You sitting at home right now, you want something, go get it. Do you know what I mean? It's all in the power of social media. It's in the power of content. So I'm going to run you through everything that I know and all the privileges that I have as a creator, and I hope you enjoy. Cheers. So life as a content creator is absolutely beautiful, and that is to absolutely nobody else's credit other than yourselves. Obviously, I have to entertain you lot to an extent for you lot to like me, but yeah, I credit you lot for everything that I have here, for the life that I have. I just wanted to go through everything and all the privileges that I feel that I have to get you guys inspired. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So the first topic we obviously have to talk about, I know a lot of you will be interested in it, is material products. Of course, there's a lot more depth and personality to this video and influencer lifing than material products, but I do feel like a lot of you lot will be interested in this. So let me show you some of my favorites that I've been able to acquire through my journey. So really early on, I was given the opportunity to buy this. And the product in question, as you may know if you've been watching for a while, is the Stussy Carhartt Dover Street Market staff jacket. So if you've been watching me for some time now, you'll know that Stussy is my favorite brand. I've got the tattoo and I've been making content on Stussy for ages. So when someone said, I've seen your videos online, I really like what you do, I'd like to offer you the opportunity to purchase this jacket. It was like, wow, TikTok, social media is a real thing. Like, people actually see my stuff. I remember reading the message, it was like, yo bro, like, I've seen your passion for Stussy. I know that you love the brand and there's no one that I'd rather sort of like sell this stuff to. And you know, I was quite a small creator at the time, and to be sent this and be like, whoa, do you want this jacket? It was like, bro, obviously I'll sell everything that I own to have this. I do feel like this is a landmark in my content creation journey. It's something that I would never sell. It's one of my proudest achievements. And the same circumstances go ahead for these Stussy Craig Fireman Pulls posters. Just the concept that people can see your videos, they can see your passion for whatever you're posting about, and they say, hello mate, I don't really see who else this can go to that deserves it more than you. Would you like to buy this? As I did mention in my TikTok video, if you don't watch me on TikTok, right here. This is my only one of one Stussy piece. It is a Stussy store sign. This is my only one of one Stussy piece. It is a store sign that lived in the Stussy Covent Garden store all the way back in the early to mid 2000s. I don't know whether the camera will pick it up from that distance, but it has these little clips on them and it used to live right on the wall. Anyway, the opportunity to buy something like this purely because I upload videos online about something that I'm passionate about is truly astounding. And then to wrap up on the subject of material products, we have to talk about my extended collaboration with StockX. And it has to be said, the collaboration with StockX, again, is completely to do with you lot. You like my videos, you support my videos, you give me enough viewership for brands like StockX to see me. And it puts me again in another position where I'm working with a really big worldwide global brand, and it's just like, bro, I'm a little boy from like a village town. Like, how am I working with such a beautiful and well decorated brand in the industry? You watching right now? I'm looking right at you, I love you. Anyway, things like this, the little Yachty Air Force One, courtesy of StockX. This one is a more recent pickup. The Supreme Yankee Timberland. Obviously I've got the Yankee symbol on my wrist. I've been getting a lot of grief lately on my TikTok comments. I bet he don't know a Yankees player. I bet he's not even a Yankees fan. He's just a performative Yankees fan or whatever they say. Yeah, shut up. I literally got that tattoo because I went to New York and I thought it was cool. I could go on about this StockX list forever, but I'm going to leave it there. Otherwise this video is going to be 100 years long. And that brings me on to my next topic, which is brand opportunity. Obviously I have talked about StockX being my most illustrious and most probably proud collaboration that I've ever had. But just the concept that I've been on social media 3 years posting what I want to post has put me in a position with a load of brands that I never really anticipated to work with. I can't hold this for long because it is so heavy, but earlier on in the year I got asked by Foot Asylum and Salomon if I would like to receive a I'm out of breath. What is this? A safe. It's a Salomon PR package safe. Gotta put this down. Here are the shoes that I got given in the campaign, and I took these away to Thailand about 3 weeks after I had the PR package, and I needed a Salomon before I went away, so I was so gassed when Foot Asylum tapped me up and was like, yo Ollie, do you want a pair of these? I was like, yeah, of course I do. And then also recently I worked with a DPUS outlet for the first time, and I wasn't really sure what to make of it when I was going into it, but when I actually ended up going down there, it was really good. I was very pleasantly surprised, and I walked away with this fat old Stone Island jacket, and obviously the UK winter is awful. And I was coming back from 30-degree heat every single day in the Philippines, so I knew the cold was going to hit me worse than anybody else in the UK. So having a nice bit of insulation was necessary. And then I also went to a series of events this year. I got invited to Fashion Week for the first time. Like, bro, I'm a streetwear TikToker. I'm not a fashion MF. So when I got invited to Ksenia Schneider, their Fashion Week show, that was sick. But I think during Fashion Week, the best event that we had was the Adidas events, the Superstar events that were going on. They were absolutely ridiculous. They were different every single day. There was like 20 events in different places. And then the last thing that I do have to talk about, which is a bit more on the sentimental scale, is the fact that you guys and your support that put me in my full-time job that it is now gives me so much more time. This for me is probably the most important part of my life, of like doing all this stuff, because I get to be my own boss. Like, you know, I've worked at McDonald's, I've worked at Debenhams, I've worked in skate shops, I've worked in kids soft play parks. I've had a flurry of shit jobs. I don't really do well with people telling me what to do because I'm a very independent person. So when they're like, Ollie, do this, Ollie, do that, hey, you're staying a couple more hours, I don't know what I've gone all grime for. Essentially what I'm trying to say is I am so grateful that I get to be my own boss. That is the one privilege that you've given me that ranks so much higher than anything else. But then, even off the topic of me directly, we celebrated my nana's 90th birthday a couple of months ago, back in June, and it was a really special moment. But you know, when someone hits that age, you really begin to deep that she ain't immortal, she ain't made out of cast iron, and there isn't a lot of time left, you know what I mean? So the fact that there are some days when I don't feel up for making content, there are some days where I just, you know, I don't feel like working, I've got a video in the bank, so I know I'm gonna kick my legs up today and, you know, rest. And in that, I really spend those moments with my family. You know, I go and see my nan. I try and make the most of the time, and that is, again, the privilege that you've given me, the opportunity I can just say, nah, I'm not up for it today. I'm gonna go and see my nana, I'm gonna spend some time with her, and we'll pick up the pieces tomorrow. So as we come to the latter side of this video, I just wanted to say that if any of you guys are wanting to be content creators, if any of you are wanting to be YouTubers, this, that, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, I just want to say that my Instagram DMs are always open. My Instagram, I'll leave it just here, even if I'm not the best at it, but I just want to feel like I'm making an impact back to you lot, because you guys have done everything to me. Cool, voice is starting to tremble. Something that I really aim to do next year in 2026 is give back to you lot in some shape or another, and I really feel like this, for a lot of people, is going to be useful because I want you to be inspired. That's the whole point of this video. Drop a like on the video, maybe even subscribe to your boy, and I'll see you later. Peace.